formed in 2021 to track them. That's more than double the number reported in the previous 17 years combined.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. Look at the fly.
Officials say they can explain less than half those encounters, usually a mix of drones, balloons, or birds. The rest remain a mystery. Like this Navy pilot's video from 2004, showing a group of unknown aviators seemingly defying the laws of physics.
There's a whole fleet of them. Oh my gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
Or this inexplicable run-in off the coast of California in 2015.
Whoa, it's getting close.
Pentagon officials say it's not time to call the men in black just yet.
Who are you? Really?
Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
But they say it's crucial to track, investigate, and disclose reported incidents to help protect national security and safety for all Earthling flyers.
I think one of the key points in this report, given the potential hazard that UAPs do present, notably there's been no reported collisions.
One reason for the spike in UFO sightings, officials say they've been working to destigmatize the topic in the name of safety, and more government agencies are working together to share information. Andrew, Christy?
All right, the truth is out there. Brittany Shepard joining us in New York from our Washington bureau. Brittany, thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
So let's take a look at this one too.
Truth is out there. A new report on UFOs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, shows that sightings are increasing. Navy and Air Force pilots made 366 such reports between March 2021 and
since they changed from the 13 to the 19
The Pentagon spokesman noted
radar
today that although there have been numerous close encounters with UAPs, so far there have been no mishaps.
And the interesting thing you see about in this video here is that it turns sideways. And Bob Lazar, he says that they turn on their belly, and they have basically three set in a triangle emitters that are controlled by an anti-gravity production, which what he said in 1989 was an element they didn't know of, which was a heavy element. And then they synthesized the element in 2013, I think it was, and they called it element 115, a heavy element that can bend gravity. So Bob Lazar's story is coming more and more true. It really is. And you can see that this they try to explain it as because of the rotating, but when you look at the clouds underneath, the clouds aren't rotating upside down. They're staying parallel to the ground. So it is actually rotating on its belly, and then it shoots off at an enormous amount of speed. So they're trying to debunk this, these skeptics, and they're really long shot. Now, what I think these could be is it is possible that we have figured out a way in the future to travel into the past. And let's think, if you were an archaeologist and you wanted to see what it was like prior to now, let's say a big catastrophe happened, you were still able to travel back and see what it was like before global warming happened, which was, by the way, a natural thing. Volcano goes off, it puts out more CO gases and greenhouse gases than all of humankind combined forever. So one super volcano like Yellowstone, which has been raising, I think it's 25 centimeters, it's rose. They actually were closing it down. If that goes off, it's going to carry from the west to the east, from the high altitudes that it's going to obtain 40 miles up, and it's going to blanket the earth and cool the earth, not allowing sunlight to come in. So we got we got a lot of worries coming in. So let's say something like that had happened. So these UAPs, let's say, are people that are coming back from the future, and they're archaeologists, and they know that they can't be seen and they can't be meet because of the paradox, a paradox of the butterfly effect. So maybe this is just us. The other theory that I had would be that there was an advanced civilization. They knew that the catastrophe was going to happen. They were underwater, so what they did is either they evolved and they adapted to be evolved underwater, because a lot of intelligent things are underwater. It's just they don't have thumbs. Well, maybe these do, and they're really low. Well, let's say they're an advanced civilization and they built a large city underneath there with a large bubble that's pressurized, or whatever is adapted to their evolution, and they are actually coming out of the sea and seeing what is happening to the earth to really research what the next catastrophe could be and how to protect against it. With this technology, it could be that they don't want to share it with us because look what we're doing with nuclear weapons. Is in Chernobyl and things, these accidents happening. Maybe we're not ready. Maybe they're more advanced. So that's a crazy theory, but you know what? It's a possible theory. It's something that's, more plausible than extraterrestrial, coming here, because it's almost like we have a road to build, and there's an ant farm. When we're walking down the sidewalk and there's a bunch of ants, we tend to try to walk around them to not kill them. But if we're going to build a road and there's an ant farm there, we destroy the entire ant farm. We just crush them. So we look at those ants as if they're little, they're nothing. So if somebody could travel, another species, extraterrestrial, could travel hundreds of thousands of light years to visit us, when in fact, when they would look at us, if they could look at us through a microscope without traveling to us with control of time and gravity, because space-time is the direct relation between both of them. You have space and then you have the amount of time, which equals the amount of speed. But if you can take and manipulate the fabric of space where you ride it like a wave, even if you were on your home planet and you viewed our planet, it would look 100,000 years, I think, in the past. So you wouldn't be seeing anything that would be interesting. It would be like us looking at the ant, unless you just decide just to magically travel here out of billions upon billions upon billions. But let's say they're a galactic, I forget, there's 7 of them, I think. Maybe that there's a galactic camaraderie that's out there, and we're just not prepared for it yet, but maybe they're preparing us for it, to see how fearful we are and how much we can come together. Or this is just a big ruse set up by government to make one world government. There's a Project Bluebeam that has been stated in conspiracy. Now, conspiracy really just means that it could be true, but we're going to make it labeled as a nutcase, when reality is a lot of conspiracies do come true. But let's get back to the video. Come on, let's figure out what they're talking about.
So far, there have been no mishaps.
I think one of the key points in this report, given the potential hazard that UAPs do present, notably there's been no reported collisions of military aircraft, or U.S. aircraft rather, and UAPs.
State Intelligence Committee Chairman Mark Warner, Senator of Virginia, said the fact that reporting is on the increase is actually a good thing. He said it is, quote, a sign of decreased stigma among pilots who are aware of the potential threat that UAPs can pose.
Okay, so that's some interesting stuff that we're gonna go on. We're just gonna We're just going to touch on a few things. I mean, we're looking at the World War III, so it's... So we went over some of the possibilities, and those are some of the resources from the United States government that what their intelligence is telling them. So we need to be a little more cautious and pay attention a little bit more. But right now we're going to be signing off, and I'll be coming back a little bit later, and we're just going to be doing some modifications, and then we might come back with something a little more pleasant. All right, and thanks. This is Serpo signing off.